First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hey, 5-0! Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Delta.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
We own. Double right. We own them.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
They gonna need some therapy.
You ready?
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check 7. He's coming.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Any weapon. White. Hey, exit.
Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Stafford, he gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Mike 57.
On first down at Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6-yard pickup. Brings up second and
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first run of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Cordero Patterson, the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Cordero Patterson, 84 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
32. Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, zoom.
From the gun, here's Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 57. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And middle.
Throwing again at Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Stafford looks to throw again. Screen play, Johnson. Takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set. 180. 21.
Silver.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, that's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Amendola, he was the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott 78 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
50 seconds.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's McKissick. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Stafford on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Hey, give me radar.
57 to mark.
To throw is Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. On first down, Stafford here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them a...
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Prescott now from the 50. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. For Zeke, one of first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10.
Throwing on first down. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
57. Mike, 57.
First and 10.
I got you. Alert flare.
22.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got his man. It's Curse. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
That's another
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Bowden trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Bowden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Hey, foxtrot.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
57 to Mike. Mike 57.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think hey, 22! Hey, exit.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Amendola, the intended receiver. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now Prescott. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
First down, Chicago.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Elliott running right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Prescott to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Touchdown, Chicago! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing is Stafford. He's got Curse. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining.
Turnover on downs.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponent.